Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I hope everything's okay in your life. In this video, I'll try to explain why the Tungrad spot, which has not been fully recognized, is good. I will also include a combo guide showing the Succession Drakania class is a great option for this spot. As you know, we are still under the influence of the major update that revamped the entire combat system of BDO about PvE and PvP for like 2 months. Many things we knew changed as a result of this update. One of these changes was the Tungrad spot. While it used to require 1.1k-ish AP, it suddenly shifted to 1.4k AP. Although this confused many players, the real issue was not only the changing the cap but the high tankiness of the mobs. Even at 1.4k AP, the mobs were still very tanky against you. This was done to reduce the grind speed at the spot. They also increased the drop rate and trash amount simultaneously, and people didn't see that. Thanks to slowness of the grind speed, this allowed most of the classes can grind here without any cooldown issue. The result of our test showed the following. When the classes that don't face AoE issues grind here with an optimized combo and take position ideally in each pack, we can see that they can reach around up to 45k trash with level 2 scrolls. Yes, you heard it right. With just a level 2 scroll, trash amount over 40k are indeed possible. On the other hand, if you use AORUS, this value pushes towards 70k. You can average about 4 to 7 devour items and up to 100 kafras per hour. Additionally, you can obtain a certain amount of sealed black magic crystals in between 60 to 80, depends your drop rate. When you consider solely the trash of this spot, it's possible to earn cash in between 1.2 to 1.5 billion based on hourly grind with a level 2 scroll only. The other items you obtain consistently drop the auxiliary items you will always need through your gear progression. I have heard from many players that we cannot sell devour and hunger items, which is why the income here remains low. It cannot be called a perfect spot for someone in need of the pure cash and silver. However, in the long run, it could be the only spot where you can obtain mostly everything you need. Even as a hard cap player, I'm still struggling with the inadequate of my fail stacks, so I don't understand how a progressing player who got devour items used in the fail stack building can complain about this in terms of PvE inefficiency. How they can just say this spot is bad, I don't understand. In short, I can say this spot is a fantastic treasure in long term. What you think about this spot? Please let me know in the comment section. If you also like the video, I would be very happy. In the remaining part of the video, I will share the ideal Tungrad combo for Drakania Succession. Enjoy watching. Okay, let's talk about my combo, my crystal setup and everything, what you need for this spot. We will talk about the caps. We go with the monster zone and we will go to the Ulikita and Tungrad ruins. Spot requires 1395 AP and the cap is 5%. This means when you exceed this AP, you will lose the efficiency of your AP by 95%. So after this point of AP, like, it's not important that my 1.6k AP, as you can see on the screen. It only means approximately 12 AP or something, kinda. This spot can drop Essence of Devouring and Origin of Dark Hunger and Embers of Resonance, which is good for, you know, shoes if you don't have, or you can buy it, it totally depends to you. Forgotten Limbo Seal, and I shocked that Ancient Spirit Dust drop rate is pretty good compared to the older version, and the trash value is 35.1k silver. Don't forget to get your daily quests. The quest is at Ezrin here, this guy. This is one of the best spots for players. I have a video on my YouTube channel that's showing that different rotations. If you think that this rotation is not suitable for your class because at some points you need to jump and some classes are not capable to do that, and you can just find other rotations. You can find a video in the top right. Please check that rotation video. I'm showing 3 or 4 different rotations that suits maybe for your class. For most of the spots in the current PvE meta, Vicious Shadow is one of the best options. If you want, you can maybe use the down attack version of this Vicious Shadow, but it totally depends to you, but no need, because for this spot, Vicious Shadow mostly is being enough. But if you cannot reach the AP cap with the Vicious Shadow, of course you can go for Demi-Human Lightstone set, which provides you 30 Demi-Human damage. For crystals, if you can reach the AP cap, you can use these crystals. as you can see on the screen. Let me just show it from here. We are using the AORUS for additional task speed because I don't need AP and I'm just getting this utility. And also I'm getting additional 25 BSR, which is pretty good for BSR flexibility. If you don't have, if you're not an AP cap, you can directly use these crystals. Currently, this is the best in slot crystal for PvE for full AP setup. But in future, in next few weeks, we will get the Drakania patch. This can change. So keep in touch and always watch my videos to catch the new and upgraded systems. For your sovereign weapon, you can use these crystals. Instead, the critical hit rate for this class, you can choose down attack if you want. We still don't have the sub weapon. In 2 days we will get it, so I'm using the Black Star. So for your triple sovereign, you can use these reforged stones. Instead of critical hit rate, you can replace it with down attack. It totally depends to you, because I'm using that critical hit rate for my awakened drag that class needs. For consumables, for this spot, we will use a Harmon Draft Demi-Human, or if you want, you can use Harmon Draft this version. They're kinda same. This one has no, for this spot and consumables, Harmon Draft Demi-Human is your option. Additionally, for back attack and down attack, you can go for Perfume of Deep Sea. It totally depends to you. It will increase your grind speed slightly. It will not make giga difference, maybe 5 to 10% increase in speed. It totally depends to you. If you think that 3 in an hour, it just costs you like 100 million, you can maybe sacrifice it 100 million. I would suggest a sacrifice to you do that, but if you cannot reach the AP cap, of course you can go for Perfume of Courage for additional AP. Let's check my ROBOMs. We're using this ROBOM, the Shift X ROBOM, and we're using this Shift Z ROBOM. We're using this mostly in PvP. This ROBOM and this ROBOM, they're not, acceptable for, PvE. But from jumping from this point and this point, if you really want to use this ROBOM, can be good from this to this. It totally depends to you. And this ROBOM, on this spot, we are not using this ROBOM, but this is pretty good, useful ROBOM, and also good for party members and for yourself. Why we're using this ROBOM? We're just comboing this ROBOM, this Shift X and SE skill. This is the Magnus skill. We're comboing both together, and they both deals pretty nice damage. It's almost like 25k damage. It's over 25k damage. It looks like this. Let me just show it to you. As you can see, it's quite fast, and we're gonna use it. This combination can feel a little bit, interesting for you. The Shift X and SE combination, it will take a little bit time to get used to it, but don't worry, when you get used to it, there will be no problem. You will see that burst damage is pretty nice. From pack to pack, don't worry, you can use just like one cancel. You can just jump and while you're running, you can just double jump like this. Like at the end of that animation, if you press Shift F, we will start with Shift F to our combo. You can instantly, hit the mobs, but it's only valid for long distance. For short distance, you can only do this. You can only just AD RMB like this, and you will just press Shift F, you just chunk the mobs, and you will start your combo. That Shift F will also provide you the start animation, like this. As you can see, the distance is pretty enough from pack to pack. So let's talk about the combo. Then you will see some kind of one cycle rotation and also slower version and the faster version of the combo. What we will do is pretty simple. We will start with Shift F to chunk the mobs. We will get our add-ons, as you can see on the screen. Back attack and crit. We will get that add-ons. After that, we will just press F. There is no add-on on F. We will get AP buff from this one. If you want, you don't need to use that. It's just like, Shift F and F is a good for your fingers. It automatically use it most of the time if you just 0.1 second click F a little bit longer. After then, this one, we will use the SLMB. Normally, we prefer to not use the SLMB. This is very bad skill. We hate that skill as a succession drug players, but we are using it to buy some time because this spot has some kind of different mechanic. The Visionary, the mobs that you need to blow first, then you will start to deal damage to the other mobs. That Visionary activates a little bit later. Like when it has to see you first, then it activates. When you rush to the spot with Shift F skill, that Shift F skill rush is too fast for the Visionary mob. So your rush and your F, and it's not just decreasing the HP of the mob. You will see that while I'm grinding. And because of that, we're just buying time and dealing a little bit damage. We are not wasting our main big burst, big AoE skills. We're just using that SLMB to deal damage and to the Visionary. And then we are just shredding the DP with a Brimbolt Raise, the actual DP shred skill. And you also get your crit rate and minus 20 DP. Don't worry, you may ask that this has low crit rate, this has low crit rate, but you're getting the crit rate. And here, don't worry, it will be just like a first pack issue, because 12 seconds, crit rate buff will be enough to go to the other pack. You will have no crit rate issue, and thanks to this buff. After WRMB, you can cancel WRMB's animation with E, and WRMB's damage will you will deal the damage of the WRMB, E and C. It's perfect cancel, E and C. You will charge your ion, and then you will use Shift X and the SE cancel. We will still just keep trying to deal damage to the Visionary, and we will have like 2 different cycles. We will just start with the SRMB and Shift RMB and RMB. This will be enough to kill the packs. And for the other cycles, again, SRMB, Shift LMB, SC and Shift D if you need. Most of the time you won't need it, trust me. You will have 2 different combinations because of the long cooldown issue. You have to go for 2 different way, and each pack you will need to check for SC or Shift RMB cooldown. If you use SC for this pack, you have to use Shift RMB for this pack. This is the situation of Drakania, but you will see that I will clear the packs in very fast way. I think I explained everything correctly. From this moment on, you will see the normal speed of the combos and also slower version of the combos. And then I will just show you 1 cycle of the entire island, and then we will be done. I hope you guys like my content. Do not forget, BDO is just a game, and have a nice game.